welcome. This is the weekend tarot reading and it's very dark here today, so I don't know if you can tell, I've got lights all on in here. Gilbert's having a little walk around. You all right, Gilbert? Right, let's go into the energy then for Friday, weekend I mean. It's Friday today when I'm filming, so I'm sending you lots of love across Gaia wherever you are. Hope your week's gone okay. I've had a better week this week. Last week was a bit of a nightmare for me, but this week's been a bit better. Still some challenges though, that's just the matrix, isn't it? There's always something going on. Okay, so just take a moment to connect with Spirit then. Just take a moment to connect with Spirit. Going deeper into Spirit now. What message have we got for the weekend, please? For this soul group. Okay. You've got here the Empress. You may be nurturing yourself better. That's the message that's been coming through for us a lot lately, is we are nurturing ourselves better. You might be taking on a mothering type of role to somebody. Or you might be nurturing a project, growing something new, you know, and it's taking quite a lot of energy, quite a lot of work. You know, you have to put a lot into this. Whatever it is you're growing or nurturing, it's taking quite a lot of your energy, and you might even feel a bit tired. You know, you might feel a little bit tired from all the work you're having to do to sort of grow or nurture something. It's a bit of a mystery how it's going to go. Yeah, so you're not 100% sure yet, you haven't got all the answers yet. On what the outcome's going to be, and you're sort of having to put your faith and trust into this, your time and your energy and your effort, without yet really knowing what the results are going to be like. So it's a little bit scary, you know. It's a little bit like, you know, you're taking your responsibilities seriously, or you're taking this situation seriously, whatever situation this is kind of for you. You know, whatever it is you're nurturing, whether it's a project or it's a person, but yeah, you're having to put your heart and soul into it, and you know, you might be thinking like, blimey, I hope this is going to be worth my while. But at the same time, you're sort of excited, you know. You do feel like you want to do it, and that's really nice. It's positive. You know, it's a positive time for you, even though you don't really know what the results will be. And you're having to be patient, you know, you are having to be patient with this. You know, you can't go in all guns blazing, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you could freak somebody out, or you could end up very, very tired, or you could sort of, you know, you just don't want to sort of, you just want to pace it nicely and be sensible, you know, be mature, take your time, and just keep putting in the effort, really, to nurture this project or this person, you know. You are putting your whole heart and soul into something, and it means a lot to you. So that's why you're doing it, you know. And it's nice because at least you have got your eye on something that means something to you, that you really want to put the effort into, you know. So but it does require patience at the same time, and kind of the unknown, because the mother, she's the Empress, the mother of the tarot, she doesn't know what she's going to give birth to, does she? So, you know, it's a bit of a mystery still. Okay, so you've also got the Three of Wands here. You know, again, the path is chosen now. You sort of know what path you've chosen and you're going to go with it. So this weekend, you're just going to go with something. You're going to put all your eggs in one basket, so to speak, and just go for it. It could be with a particular person that you're sort of putting your commitment into, or it could be a particular project or passion. And you're just going to go for it. And Tarot is saying, you know, you are doing really well. You know, you're on the right path. Keep going forward with it. You know, you might be able to find somebody that can help you with this situation or this relationship. Because it's a wands, you know, 3 of wands. It could be to do with your passions, your career, your hobby, whatever your passion is, or it could be a relationship, because that obviously, that again is like a passion, isn't it? So, you know, you're in a good position, Tarot's saying. You're in a good position to just proceed with this thing and put your eggs in one basket and go forward with it. And you might encounter somebody that can help you. And the path ahead does look good. So Spirit's very encouraging here for the weekend. That, you know, you should get on well this weekend. All right. Let's have a look at what's going on with your person. So we go back into Spirit. And we just ask Spirit what's going on with our person this weekend, please. Oop. Right, your person's very happy. Your person's very content and happy this weekend. They've got 10 of Cups. They're feeling very content and happy. And they've also got the Strength card. So, you know, they're flowing. The Strength card is really about, it is about being strong, but it's through grace. It's through Spirit. You know, it's like a natural strength where you don't force things, you don't push things. Everything's just flowing really nicely. So your person is just not forcing things on you. They're in a nice state of flow. They're very happy and content. You know, if you're spending time with them, you should have a really nice time. If you're not spending time with them, rest assured they're doing okay this weekend. So it's all good. It's just like feels like a very natural connection here, you know, and things are positive. Let's have a look at what your person's thinking. So we go back into Spirit and ask Spirit to show us what our person is thinking over the weekend, please. Oh, that's nice. Look, they will never compare to you. So your person's very positive this weekend and they do really value you. I know I say that all the time, but they do. They realise that nobody compares to you. You're 1 in a million. Well, we are in this soul family. We're different. You know, we are 1 in a million. So your person, you know, if they're not in contact with you, they sort of think about you and they know that there is no one like you in their life. They can't replace you. If they are spending time with you, they're appreciating you and they're very grateful that they've got you in their life, you know, because you are 1 in a million. You're unique, you know, and you're irreplaceable. So that's very nice, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at the love message then. Okay, True Love Oracle, that is. I always hold my hand up in front of it. There, True Love Oracle. Let's see what we get from this oracle today. We had about patience yesterday. Just being patient with things. And we've had patience come up in a couple of the readings this week. Maybe there's a couple of different areas in your life that you're having to be a bit patient with at the moment. But let's go deeper into Spirit now and just ask Spirit to show us a love message for the weekend. Oh, you've got the dating card. Very nice. So you might be going on a date or meeting up with someone. It could be a friend. You know, it doesn't have to be sort of like a date, a date. It could be a friend date, or, you know, meeting up with somebody for a coffee or something. You know, it could even be a family member. But some of you might be dating this weekend. And also, you could be going on a date with yourself. You could be treating yourself, because we've had a lot of nurturing coming up in the readings this week. And we have got the Empress card. And I know I've been nurturing myself a lot better, much better than ever before. So you could be taking yourself on a date kind of thing, and just really, instead of feeling depressed or whatever, or frustrated when you're on your own, you could actually be doing, you know, something like nice and actually enjoying your time on your own, you know, which is good, because that's a big change, you know. So that's lovely. Let's go into this lovely deck for our astrology reading. Let's see what we get for the astrology. So we just asked Spirit to show us what astrology message we've got, please, for the weekends. Ooh, a waning gibbous moon. A waning gibbous moon. It's after the full moon, and it's gratitudes. So we're very grateful after the full moon, because the full moon is so freaking intense, isn't it? Oh God, I hate the full moon. It's just so intense. Occasionally I like it when you just end up having like a really fun time, and you just, you know, you just go crazy, like fun on the full moon. That can happen, but 9 times out of 10 it's freaking emotionally intense energy on a full moon. So after the full moon, and it just starts to just calm, the energy calms down. There's like feeling of gratitude, like, oh, thank God, thank the relief, thank God that's over. You know, I've released whatever I needed to release. Whatever came up to the surface came up to the surface, and now I'm really relieved, and I'm grateful that, you know, whatever I've dealt with. So Spirit is getting you to be more grateful at the moment, is what I'm saying. So you're going to be finding that you are just naturally more grateful for, you know, like I said the other day, the simple things in your life. And it's so nice that you can, you know, nurture yourself, or nurture the things that you're passionate about, or the people that you're passionate about. You know, that you can sort of date yourself and enjoy the time when you're on your own a bit more than what you used to, you know. And you are grateful for some big things in your life at the moment that have sort of suddenly improved, because we've had a lot of big changes going on, fast changes as well. So there's things to be grateful for at the moment, and this weekend Spirit is helping you to just be really grateful for everything, which is lovely. Because they do say, don't they, gratitude is one of the highest frequencies to be in. So if the more often you're noticing that you're in a state of gratitude, that's a really good measurement for how far you're coming in your spiritual growth. You know, and I'm noticing that I'm more grateful now than I was, God, even 3 months ago. I'm way more grateful. Mainly because I have had some big changes that have, you know, sort of happened. But, you know, I am definitely more grateful. So I know as a soul family, we're noticing, you know, as a soul group, that we are more grateful to Spirit and that's great because that means we are in a slightly higher frequency. It means we're closer to spirit, which is what we really, really, really want. So we'll get the angels now to come through for us. So angels of 100% pure light and archangels, please step forward now. Please give us a message for the weekend. Ooh. One just jumps then. Passion, that's interesting. Your passions, because this reading is definitely about nurturing your passions, whatever that may be. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. There you go. And that's exactly what I said, isn't it? About this, you know, that this is to do with career. Well, when I say career, obviously could be your hobbies, could be your passions, or a relationship. So there you go. The angels are helping you. The angels are helping you to really have passion for what it is you enjoy and what it is you're really into at the moment, or who you're into. They're just giving you that extra passion. So you're going to enjoy this weekend. You're going to enjoy this weekend. Right, spirit guides then. So we just ask our spirit guides to come closer to us now. And we just thank them for all the help they give us. Because they are helping us from behind the scenes all the time. And we just ask them to give us a message, please, for the weekend. Oh, wow. Speak up and speak out. Let your voice be heard loud and clear. Blimey. Oh, dear. Right, now, some of you might find that quite natural. But some of us in this soul group do find it quite hard to articulate, particularly when we're emotional. You know, when we're emotional or we're triggered about something, it's very hard for us in this soul group to actually get the words out and communicate what we mean, because we get so emotional, we get so sort of dysregulated that it stops the sort of firing and wiring in the brain. And then we don't know what to, like, we don't know how to say or articulate properly, and we might miscommunicate or not communicate at all because we're so emotionally sort of dysregulated. When we're calm, I think we're a bit better at communication. So with that, what your spirit guides are doing at the moment, there's something that you do need to speak out about. Okay, there is something you need to speak out about, and what they're saying is they're helping you with it. They are. So don't worry. Try not to worry, because speak to your spirit guides and just tell them the problem. Tell them what it is you need help with. You know, be specific and just say, like, you know, can you help me with this thing, because it's worrying me or it's stressing me out, and I really need help with it to resolve this situation. You know, and if you sort of talk to them, you know, remember the veil is very thin, and they are probably going to be able to help you with it. And that's what that card is even saying. That card is basically saying that your spirit guides are already helping you with this situation. You know, they're helping you to speak up. So you might have even, you know, literally within the last 24 hours spoken up about something, or the last few days, you might have been trying to articulate something that you need to speak out about, and your spirit guides have been helping you with that, and they will help you, and you can ask them. So we'll say thank you to them now. Thank you, spirit guides, for helping us with this situation that I'm finding difficult. I really appreciate your help with it, because I'm struggling with it. and it will really help me if you can help resolve this issue for me swiftly. I appreciate it a lot, thank you. There you go. There you go, done it. Right, let's have a look at our loved ones in spirit. Okay, so just connecting with our loved ones in the spirit world now. Ooh, card just flew out. That one keeps coming out again and again, so that must be a reoccurring message this week. I'll read it to you in a minute. So we just thank our loved ones in spirit for the help they're giving us as well. And just send them our love, obviously. And we're just asking them for a message for the weekend. Yeah. Oh, that's very nice. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, they're saying. This situation is going to get sorted. Or if you're just afraid generally, they're saying don't be afraid. But yeah, there's a situation. I think there's a situation that needs to be sorted out. And your loved ones in spirit are helping as well. So we just thank them as well. Don't be afraid, they're saying. And they're saying you have nothing to feel guilty about. So you've done nothing wrong. You know, you've done nothing wrong. And that you, by speaking out, I also want to say, by speaking out and speaking your truth, you're doing nothing wrong there either. Because you can only speak your truth, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, and there's nothing to feel guilty about. Your loved one in spirit is saying, don't be afraid, you've got nothing to feel guilty about. So it's a very nice reading. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So we'll just go through it again. This weekend, you will be nurturing yourself. You'll be nurturing your dreams, your passions, and also maybe a relationship. You're making really good progress. The outcome is not yet known. So it's a bit of an exciting time, but also a little bit, sometimes it's a little bit scary maybe, or can be a bit nervous sometimes because you sort of think, oh, how's things going to go? It's still early days, I don't know how it's all going to go. But Tarot's saying it's going to go well. There's a lot of positive energy here. All right, so the path is chosen. You've chosen your path and you're just going to run with it this weekend and be positive about it. Your person's doing really well this weekend. They've got fantastic energy. You know, they're content, they're happy, they're flowing, they're just going with the flow and they're enjoying themselves. You know, they're not forcing anything, they're just moving in a nice direction there. So you should have a good time together, or at the very least, you don't need to worry about them. Your person says no one will compare to you. So they know you're 1 in a million. There you go. You're irreplaceable. And you might be going on dates this weekend. You might be meeting up with friends or family. Or you might be dating yourself and bloody enjoying your time on your own. Which is really good if you are. Well, I think you are. Now, you're in more of a state of gratitude. Spirit is helping you to be more grateful for all the little things that are in your life, and maybe some big things as well. And there's just a really nice energy of gratitude this weekend. So you're on a higher vibration. You're going to be flowing more with spirit. You know, you're going to be feeling much more in the zone. Your angels are helping you feel more passionate about your love life and your sort of hobbies, your passions, your creativity, maybe your career, depends on your situation. You could be feeling passionate about a particular person, or you could be feeling very passionate about something you've been working on. And it's starting to come together for you. You know, it's starting to come together for you quite nicely. It's early days, but it is. and it's exciting. Your spirit guides are helping you to speak up about something, you know, and they are. You're not alone dealing with something. They're right behind you, and they are helping you speak up about something that you need to speak up about. And your loved ones are saying, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to just speak your truth and be you. And, you know, your loved one's spirit is saying you've got nothing to feel guilty about. Just be you. Just be you. That's the most important thing, and just speak the truth. All right, so that's the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite a nice one. And that's it really. It's very dark here today. It's very gloomy, so that's why I've got all the lights on. What am I doing today? I'm just going to go and get some food. I need to go and get food in. And probably record another video, to be honest with you, because I need to do the Monday reading. And just try and take it slowly because it's Friday and I do feel a bit tired. I do feel a bit tired today. It's manic, isn't it, the week? Just goes, it's been a busy week this week for me. My mental health's been better, which I'm very glad for, but it's been quite a busy week. Doing things like helping my mum and doing that parenting course that I'm doing, and you know, I'm still trying to look after my mental health. Like, it's still early days with my mental health, so like, I have to pace myself a little bit, you know. That's what I've learned. I have to pace myself, so otherwise I get burnt out. And I'm sure we're all part of the same soul group. We're all the same in this soul group. You know, you can't do too much in one day, because otherwise you suffer physically or mentally. And that's just the bottom line for people in our soul group. So you have to take it easy. Do you know what I mean? So you do have to have that time to yourself, just downtime, so that you stay on like an even keel, if you know what I mean. Otherwise you get overwhelmed and physically drained. And we don't want that, do we? So there we go. Anyway, look, have a really good weekend. It looks very positive for the weekend. You know, and this might be one of the first weekends that you're really starting to enjoy, you know, after quite a lot of changes and quite a lot going on. So have fun, and I will see you tomorrow.